You talk about influencers. These are influencers, and they're friends of mine. Jack Posobiec. Where's Jack? Jack, who's done a great job.
Turkey my ass, Ryan. Oh yeah.
Ooh, scary.
Don't hit. Oh, she just was at the January 6th. She just hit me in the face. Katie was at the January 6th riot. Oh my God. Katie was at the January 6th riot. She just hit me in the face.
All right, Jack Posobiec, we're back here, Human Events Daily. The leftist violence continues, and Post Millennial reporter, field journalist, and my friend, Katie Daviscourt, was out there on the streets of Portland and was assaulted last night. She joins us now. Katie, first of all, are you okay?
Jack, I'm doing fine. As you guys can see, I clearly have a massive black eye, and the police did absolutely nothing last night. I tried to hunt them down to hold the suspect accountable, and they just said that it is too dangerous for them to go in and make an arrest. So I'm doing fine, but I'm glad to see President Trump is deploying the National Guard. This place needs a lot of help, and I'm glad to talk to you about it.
Well, I would hope that we, at the same time, you know, let's make sure that we get this checked out with medical and you know, I used to say in the Navy, you know, I'm not a doctor, you're not a doctor, but let's make sure, because you never know in these situations, you know, if something else has happened internally or something else has gone on that you want to be careful with. I mean, so you have the black eye, but you were actually struck by, it was sort of like a flagpole or something like that.
Right. So this Antifa affiliated subject just started approaching me and waving the flagpole in my face. And then I kind of turned around, and that's when she swung it like a baseball bat and directly hit my eye. And now,
so she was trying to blind you. She was actually trying to blind you. And, you know, a flagpole like that to the ocular socket, I mean, your brain is right there. There's serious, very, very serious injuries that could happen. And look, I'm sitting here in the Charlie Kirk studio. We all know how serious these things can get. And so you know, when I got the report last night that this was going on, and you're out there just doing your job every single night, and God bless you for doing it. Obviously, we need to make sure there's better security out there. But, you know, I got the report in and immediately got on the call with the administration. And I understand that Homeland Security was able to reach out to you.
Yes, I talked to them. They're so kind, and they're actually going to be letting some journalists into the facility. So hopefully that'll give me a little bit more sense of safety. But as you can see, I've been covering Portland since June 7th, and it has been completely taken over by anarchists, Antifa-affiliated domestic terrorists now, and police refuse to come in. And what we saw was Police Chief Day said that the National Guard is not needed, the Trump administration does not need to come in. But then when I go and hunt down the suspect who assaulted me, police officers are standing there, refuse to help me. And then when police finally show up, they say, oh, we can't go in because it is too dangerous. So is Chief Day lying to the American people, saying that the agency has everything under control? Oh, but the officers are telling me that it's actually too dangerous for them to go in. And it went from being, you know, a war zone to Chief Day saying, oh, well, you know, it's only a 1-block radius. It's actually about a 4-block radius because police refuse to go in anywhere near ICE. So it is every man for themselves in this zone, and the feds can only protect the federal building, federal property. So anyone who shows up is completely on their own. If violence happens to them, don't expect any help. That's a warning.
And this is horrific. This is the basic social contract that's been completely shredded on the streets of Portland. And again, as I hate every second of having to describe what happened, is that you were out there, again, just doing your job, documenting what's going on the streets, which, by the way, and Kate, I should ask, were there mainstream media reporters there with you? All these mainstream media that I hear that the streets of Portland are safe, are they walking around with GoPros? Are they walking around with battle helmets? Were any of them there last night when you got assaulted?
No, if they have presence, they're on the side away from the action and refuse to go in. And they actually messaged me asking me for my footage. But they refuse to go in because it's too dangerous. Their reports do not reflect that.
And so talk to me again about, so the police could they see this happening, or did you go up afterwards? I want to actually dig in on that a little bit.
Right. So I was actually going up to film a different altercation. A man got out of his car and started actually confronting Antifa, and I was going, what is this? And so I just walk up, and all I'm doing is filming off to the side, doing my job, as you said. And that's when I got assaulted, and then it was a mob mentality. And police are standing about 20 yards away watching. And so the person who assaulted me is masked, and I go, we need to identify this person so I can actually hold them accountable in a court of law. And I immediately walk up to 3 police officers standing there saying, I just got assaulted. I show them my video. There's the suspect. The suspect's trying to escape. And I told them, I said, you are coming with me. I've had it. We've been assaulted here for 4 months straight now. And I grabbed the police officer. I said, you're coming with me. This is the person who assaulted me. I'm chasing her down in the street. And he goes up to her and he goes, ma'am, we're going to detain you. And the suspect turns around and goes, you're not touching me. And he just goes, okay, hands up, won't do anything. And so in my mind, I'm going, what the hell was that? That was the weakest response I've ever seen. All of these guys are just effeminate males here. There's zero testosterone. And I think that's the problem in Portland. And so I'm still running down, chasing after all of that. And then I go into the Antifa occupation because that's where they ended up. So the comrades can't harbor the suspect from the police. And so I'm being informed that, oh, there's going to be police vehicles showing up. And so I still have the cameras on the suspect. And then all of a sudden, it's a conspiracy. All of the comrades start removing the suspect from the encampment. And then that's when they go into the Antifa safe house. If you guys haven't been following my reporting, there is an entire Antifa safe house 1 block away from the ICE facility. So they do have an encampment where it looks like, oh yeah, they're going to be camping out. But actually, they are being harbored in this safe house where
right, Katie, we're up on a quick break here right here, but I want to hold you over because this is key. This is absolutely key. Antifa safe house in the vicinity of the ICE facility. They knew exactly where they put it there. Media is telling us that this doesn't exist. This group doesn't exist. They have an address, and Katie Daviscourt is the one who found it and got beaten up and almost had her eye taken off because of it. We'll be right back with more from her, intrepid journalist.